chameleon. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is gonna be crammed packed. We've got to work on Daiki's car and hopefully get that thing running today. My FD car is ready to be picked up from Marco's shop. He's finished straightening the frame. The engine's done at the engine builder. And to top it all off, my very first shipment of Yokohama Advan 8009s just arrived at the shop. They look good. Also, I didn't realize when I ordered 30 that it was gonna be this much tire, so I gotta figure out some kind of storage plan with these somewhere in the shop. I don't know, we'll just make a bunch of shelves somewhere. But that aside, guys, I wanna take this opportunity to really thank Oka-chan. You guys have seen in the last few videos, he has tremendously helped us out with Daiki's engine build and all that type of stuff, even though he doesn't need to. But the fact that he still wanted to help out is incredible. That aside though, he's also helped me out tremendously with this stuff. I know you guys will know this from previous videos when I first started in FD Japan 2. We got sponsored by Yokohama Advan for the wheels that we ran on the car, the RG4 wheels. One of my all-time favorite wheels is the RG series, and it was super, super heartwarming. At that point, Yokohama, I'm just gonna be completely upfront with you guys, Yokohama sponsored, I think, about 6 wheels, but I needed about 10. And I didn't know this at the time, but Oka-chan chipped in and paid for the extra 4 for himself. And to know that now is so heartwarming, and to see what he's also done to, one, make sure that Yokohama looked after me for this season as well. He's used his deep connections and relationship with them and all the previous years that he's worked with them, and making sure to pass it on to me is something incredibly special. It's definitely some kind of like initial D Bunter vibes, but like, I mean, if you could take this as cringe all you want, but I just want to make sure that this is documented very, very clearly that I am super grateful to him. One of the whole reasons why we're even able to do what we do here in Japan is because of him. So thank you, Oka-chan, for always looking out for me. And yeah, I really don't know what to say. But with that sobering moment, let's get onto the video. We got to get straight into Daiki's car. There's no time left. Let's get to it. As you guys know, right now is crunch time. We have never been under the pump like this ever before, and that's where AG1 has really been helping me out. And today's video is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports full body health. AG1 supports the brain, the gut, and the immune system. 3 very important things if you're under the pump and as busy as I am. And it's made with 75 high quality ingredients, vitamins and minerals, and everything that your body needs. My daily routine is super simple. Ice cold, half water, half pineapple juice, 1 scoop of AG1, a drop of the D3K2 vitamins, give it a good shake. I think what I really love about AG1 is that it replaces every other supplement that I was taking, probiotics, vitamins, and all that type of stuff. It's all in one drink and it tastes great. As you guys know, last year I took the AG1 challenge and I started drinking it 1 day for an entire week, and I noticed a real world difference, not only in just energy throughout the day, but just in general health. I really enjoy taking AG1. It's made a big impact in my life and being able to make me do everything that I'm able to do. Click the link down in the description or go to drinkag1.com/SAMMIT to get your free welcome kit, which includes the canister shaker, a year supply of vitamin D3K2, and an extra 5 travel packs of AG1. These things are awesome. You can throw them in the bag whenever you go traveling so you don't miss out on your daily routine. Guys, I cannot stress to you how much I love AG1 and how much it's changed my life. I recommend it to all my family and friends. Once again, AG1, thank you for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. This year, we're making the move to electronic fans on Daiki's car. The reason for that is D1 Lights has a bunch of really weird rules, and this year they changed the rules again, and they've said that you're still allowed water sprays, but you can't use any more than 500 milliliters. That's like a can of Coke worth of water. So it makes no sense. Now, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to restrict how much power people are running in their comp cars to make it more fair, right? Because if you can't keep your car cool, and the restrictions also say you can only have a front mount radiator. So if you're running like a JZ and you've got a front mount radiator but you can't keep it cool, well then obviously you're gonna blow your motor and you can't, there's no point competing with that. So they're restricting, you know, people and trying to keep everyone under like 500 horsepower, which makes sense. But now having to move to thermos means that we've got to refabricate some stuff. Using the OEM clutch fan is awesome and I highly recommend it. The shroud and the clutch fan works the best, but when you need more cooling performance and controllability and being able to stage the fans and stuff like that, and if you want to move more air, you can move to something like this. This is something that a lot of FD guys in the USA run. It's the Darrell Performance kit, fan shroud kit, and we've just been able to adapt it straight onto the Koyo, I think, 3-row radiator. 2 massive spell fans. This thing's gonna pull, I think, like over 250 watts, which is nuts. I think it's each fan too. So this will pull like a total of like 500 watts, which is crazy. But yeah, anyways, big fans, they move a lot of air. This will help keep everything cool. I don't think this thing will go above 95 C. I run a very similar setup on my car and I never could get that thing over 93 C in the middle of the summer, full tilt drifting. And that's with the G25. We moved to a G30 770 on this with the 2.2, more heat and flow getting out of the engine. There's a lot of reasons why we've chosen everything like this, and it's to try and keep everything as cool and as efficient as possible and responsive as possible. So yeah, anyways, I'm ranting, or not ranting, I'm just trying to get a bunch of information out really, really fast, and it's making this clip super, super long, and the YouTube algorithm will frown upon that. So just fabricating things, yes, yay, let's go. This is the last thing that we gotta fab up for Daiki's build, which is just the intake pipe for the turbo. Previously, you had this little step up kind of thing going on because of the G25. Going to this straight, just gonna weld that on there. Keep it simple, you know? That way she'll be mint. Gotta clean up all the surfaces as per usual. Welding aluminum, everything. You think it's clean, clean it again, and then clean it again, and then clean it one last time. That's what you have to do. Isopropyl alcohol, just keep the flammable things away from where you're welding. Don't ask me how I know. I've set a lot of things on fire recently by accident, just because I'm so hyper-focused on like whatever I'm doing, getting the cars done, that I just forget about my surroundings. And you know, Japan has open kerosene space heaters everywhere. So I don't even know. I mean, that's why so many houses burn down in winter, because of those. I don't know why they still allow it.
Safety.
Anyways, safety, non-existent. Like, I'm not joking, OSHA doesn't exist in Japan. Fabrication is now 100% done. No more welding is needed on the car. Touch wood. Nothing breaks and we have the welding thing. But that aside, it is perfect timing because Marco messaged me just before saying he's ready for us to pick up the car. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go pick up the engine, and then me and Daiki are gonna meet at Marco's place and pick up the car. So by the time we do all of that, we will have a lot of updates to show you. So let's go do it. We just got the FDS15 loaded up onto the truck. It's looking good. I can't believe Marco was able to pull all of this out. Car's gonna need still a bit of putty and some body work, but that looks amazing compared to what it was before. There was always this huge gap here, and none of the Yashio factory aero didn't line up properly with it just because of how out of whack it all was here. But he did a really good job here. The whole rear end is straight. Amazing. Marco, as always, thank you very much for your work. This is gonna help us out a lot. I'm sure, how far off was it? 5 centimeters you said?
Yes.
5 centimeters in this direction?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe the whole rear end was twisted out that much. Well, I'm excited to smash it again.
We know you go fast, so
yeah.
we take care about it.
Thank you very much. I'm excited, guys. We've just put the car on the lift after getting it from Marco's place, and I can't get over how straight the rear end is compared to what it was before. I put the trunk lid back on, it fits easy now. Before it was like kind of all twisted because of how messed up that side was. Everything's straight as it can be without having to, you know, start getting some body filler out and all that type of stuff. This is gonna be perfect for what we need this season, and it'll be perfect for crashing again. It's just what happens with competitive cars. When you're pushing the limits and all that type of stuff, you're gonna hit things. My dream is to chop the whole rear end off and go to a clamshell fiberglass rear end with an actual, like, proper collapsible rear end. That's the best solution for this, but for now, we'll roll with what we've got. So yeah, we can start working on this thing, getting everything together. I sent my subframe off to my friend Rob up in Misawa. He's been working on it and he's got something special apparently to surprise me with. So when that rocks up here in the next couple days, I'm really excited. The whole thing's been reinforced, it's been fixed. When we pulled the subframe in, I don't know if we filmed this, but we found it was cracked like everywhere. Like it was so bad. The diff was not happy. But anyway, that aside, we've got some other good news. Also, this was so bad when the car came from Australia. This took a big hit here. This is back to almost normal place. Like the gap that used to be here for the door was so bad, and he fixed it, and the door closes so much better now. So I cannot wait till we'll be able to get all of this properly sorted out at a paint shop. For now though, it's gonna be primered and body panels on top of it. So only you guys will know what's under there. As you guys know, I had to pick up the engine at the same time, and man, am I stoked. I literally just wanna lock myself in the shop for the next 2 weeks. It's pretty much what I am doing, because we gotta finish my car now. But the block looks incredible. We obviously have to clean this a ton still. We'll be doing our best to do that. Everything's been bored out. We used a dummy head, that's why the studs are still on here, which is just a big solid block of billet aluminum that gets clamped down at the same torque specs as what the head would, so that the block is in its actual position, whether it's twisted or whatever, or warped, whatever, it's in its actual position when it's under load, and then they bore it out to spec then. So obviously the bores have gone out a little bit bigger, and that's to suit the new pistons, as well as the billet main caps are all line bored. Look at this, it looks beautiful. I'm so stoked. I can't wait. Let's look at this cap real quick. Look at this. I don't want to show too much, but look at this. All the main caps, the brace, everything. Super stoked on this. Ito-san from Duluck really came in clutch and helped me out. Not only were we able to get the billet main caps and everything, because we didn't know this, but yeah, billet main caps, the stock main caps break after you start going above 700 horsepower apparently. And I'm sitting here going, my stock block bottom end was well over that, and it's a miracle. But anyways, yes. We got billet main caps, the brace is in there now, and the crank's going in that. We completely balanced. So the HKS kit is a really good 3.4 stroker kit, but still, if you're gonna be revving at lots, if you wanna go above the recommended 7,500 RPM, we wanna be able to rev this thing to 8K. So the full crank was balanced, it was checked, it was linished. We also went and did the single big long keyway mod, and made sure everything's in spec so we can rev it high and there's not gonna be any issues there. So that's what we went and did. Everything's been done. I'm really stoked. I think it looks good. The other thing I'm really excited about is when I went and picked this up, Ito-san from Duluck also had a set of his brand new billet valve covers, which is like a stock billet valve cover. And these are beautiful. Look at the finish on this. Love it. Comes with baffling and all that type of stuff, brand new seals. I'm excited. So we get some new covers. The main reason why I bought this is I was literally like, I'm either gonna buy brand new stock OEM ones or these. And these look really nice OEM. I may even paint these, I don't know. They're billet, I know, but still. Yeah, I just didn't want the ugly orange. I'm so over the orange. It's hurting me inside that we still haven't had time to paint the inside of the car and get rid of the orange cage, but It is what it is. Anyways, the engine's back. I can start assembling this once we've finished with Daiki's car and it's running. So I think we've got about one more day left of Daiki's car, just plugging everything in and checking over everything. First start, getting the car idling, leaving the car idling for the next 12 hours, like a full, or even 24 hours, we may leave the car idling. That may seem strange to you, but my tuner, Tanaka-san, he finds that that's been the best results that he's seen for braking in engines. So you do first start, bring it up to temperature. Once it's at temperature, shut it off, let it cool down, drain the oil, fresh filter, obviously checking to see if the bearing material's in there, and then just let the car idle at a kind of lean idle for a full day. And then after that, engine's broken in, good to go. All right. That's what he recommends, and that's what he's seen, and he's the expert. I'm just going to listen to that. I've seen some people have said, you know, just run it on the dyno a little lean, do a couple pulls, and, you know, get a little bit of load on it, and then that's a good way to bed in the rings, and you can do it in like only a couple hours. Some people say go take the car and drive it around for 200 kilometers. There's a lot of different methods out there, but at the end of the day, these are race cars. We are pulling apart the engines every year. Every year these engines are getting overhauled and rebuilt. So does it really matter? I don't know. We just want the rings to bed in good. They're going to get changed anyway in a year. So anyways, we're going to do that. I think it'll be fun. And yeah, that's that. Engine's done. Engine's not done. It's back. I'm a mess. It's late now, all right? There's a lot's happened today. Daiki's car's done. I changed my clothes somehow in the middle, and then I changed back to these in the middle. So you know it's been more than a day, but I'm very tired. Anyways, 2J Zico, yay. One pro tip. Ooh, yeah, that came out perfect. One thing I really want to recommend, guys, is there are a lot of options, aftermarket options for press-in breather fittings, but they are very expensive, right? Now they're okay, but there's a super cheap option that a lot of people don't know about that'll cost you $2 and give you a right angle straight out of that. Where'd it go, Daiki? Right here. I borrowed, you can get these from Nissan brand new. They're for an RB25 valve cover, and this is the exact same size as the SR one, but it's a right angle. And they just tap and press straight in. So you can either have the right angle now face forward or face back, and it costs you no more than $2. Be careful though when taking them out. You will need to use some kind of like channel locks or vice grips, and you are gonna mess up the OEM one. They're just pressed in really tight. But the RB ones generally aren't as tight, and because it's a right angle, it's easy to get out. But if you buy it brand new, you can just get it like this. $2, not even joking. $2 from Nissan, and you get a right angle breather pipe for your SR. Look how much better this is for avoiding your turbo and not having to do this weird pipe loop thing like this flappy thing was before. It's just gonna be straight here and done. Come and go.
I don't know this.
What kind of sound do you think your turbo is gonna make? I think it's gonna be, because it's such a big compressor housing, I think it's gonna be more of like a destructive like, boo! Doo! You know, like that big doughy like, doo! But we'll see, we'll see. I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. We've got all the good stuff. R-Tech exhaust manifold, got the Link ECU, Yashio factory built HKS 2.2 liter. We've got the thermo fans, big SPAL thermo fans. Yeah. This thing's gonna sound like a freaking Prius. Everyone's gonna think he's done a Prius like electric engine swap. But yeah, no, this is great. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna do really well. I'm excited to see how it goes. Now I just got that song stuck in my head. You really don't know that song? Come, 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 chameleon. Itakura-chan, daijoubu desu ka? Hi. もうすぐいっぱいブースト入るよ。Daiki's like, oh Sam, I want you to drive and test the car when we test it and make sure it's all good. I'm like, oh cool, does your seat go back? No, it doesn't. It's like jarred and locked. So then I was like, oh, does your steering wheel come off? Does it have a quick release? No, it doesn't. Which is okay, you know, but this is how I have to get in. One leg goes. Did you move it forward more? No? Like this, right? If I have a phone in my pocket, it gets stuck to the steering wheel. Look at the phone. Like it's so close to my leg, the phone gets caught. This is how I drive his car. Oh, clutch feels really good now. We need to grease this. Why does it squeak so much?
I don't know. I had like long time.
We just get some silicone grease and just give it a little rub. She'll be good. I hate squeaky clutches. Oh my god. Does this go up? Oh, thank God. I could be like, bam, 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 bam. Oh, when does the angle stop?
It's a lot of angle there.
Anyways, so yeah, this is, I can really only drive straight in his car and turn a little like this. Look how much my elbows bind. I have to drive like a raptor. Raptor's like a little weep. Maybe I need a smaller wheel. Like a little go-kart wheel.
Like Sadi.
This car makes so many creaks and squeaks. Like, and then the handbrake. We just arrived at Big Goody Donkey for dinner. Surprise donkey. There's a freaking Tacoma here.
Yeah, it's left-hand drive too.
Yeah, I mean that's what a Tacoma is. They're all left-hand drive. It's an American car, right?
SDM, JDM.
This is it kind of looks like a Hilux from Australia. Little different, but that's so wild. Damn, the thing is clean too. What is this doing here? That's sick though. First of all, I'm surprised this even exists on the menu. Second of all, did you really just order broccoli with cheese on it?
I mean, I don't have a great oven at my house, and it's something that
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems like a good thing. I kind of want to try it. I like broccoli,
go
and I
for
like
it.
cheese.
Go for it. I don't.
I'll let you guys know if it's good.
Is this cheese?
Is it cheese?
It might be bad Japanese cheese.
Is it good or bad cheese? I'm also surprised you just threw that straight in your mouth. That must be boiling hot.
Pretty hot.
Yeah. Can you even taste anything now? Just burnt your whole taste buds.
No, it's not.
You seem very disappointed in it, but you're also curious.
It has no flavor. The cheese or whatever is on top has.
What
no
about the
flavor.
broccoli?
Broccoli's fine. It's,
Broccoli?
yeah, it's baked broccoli. Okay. A little bit of salt and perfect.
I don't know, do people in the comment section, like, I feel like that would be a good thing with some good cheese, like good American melted cheese.
Like
also queso.
Yeah,
Queso.
Yeah.
So a little bit of an update. It was 100% mayonnaise. Poor Riley. That's what it looks like now because we just took all the mayonnaise off the broccoli. Broccoli was okay. Mayonnaise, don't recommend it. I don't know why, but in Japan they put mayonnaise on everything that shouldn't. In where I'm from. Anyways, that aside, we're all eating now. We're exhausted. It's nearly midnight and I'm gonna go home in here. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go check out some of the other build videos and series on the channel here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.